look in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now, because this is not the show for you. And what I'm going to talk to you about today in this educational video, I will be playing some clips out of fair use to teach about why black men are saying that white women and other women of ethnic groups, different ethnic groups, treat them better. Why are the black men choosing to push away the black sister for the white sister, for the Colombian sister, for the Latino sister, all that? So we're going to get into that. We're going to cover it. So first, before I say anything, I'm going to play a clip from, I think his name is Tommy Sotomayor, if I'm saying that name right. The reason I'm playing his clip first, to go ahead and push back from the pushback that I'm about to receive for this episode, because they're going to say, well, black men always date white women when they're successful. Like there's no such thing as a broke black man who date white women. That is just stupid. But I'm finna put something up there. Let's go ahead and do it right now. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I want y'all to see this right quick. Let's get it.
Seen it. Black women throw themselves at white men and nothing ever happens. You've seen cases like Serena Williams. She marries white boy, has white boy's kid, and all black women say is how beautiful the kid is. None of the black women talk about how she sold out.
Exactly. Whenever a black man gets with a white woman or any woman of any ethnic group, anyone that is different from them, they want to call us sellouts. They want to say silly things like it's self-hatred. How can you hate yourself because you got with someone who treats you better than a modern day black woman? It has nothing to do with slavery, because I hear that idiotic idea too. Oh, it's slavery. The reason why he dates a woman that's beautiful as hell, got nice hips, got a big butt, titties, know how to treat a man with submission, and know how to be feminine to a man, is because of slavery. If anything, slavery will make me not want any of those things, make me think I'm a piece of dirt, right? A man goes to where he feels welcome. And unfortunately, a lot of the modern day black women today, they will not, or they refuse to make black men feel welcome. You refuse to make us feel as if we are wanted. So yes, there's nothing wrong with interracial relationships. I'm pro interracial relationships. I believe the men should go to whoever makes them happy. You do not have to stay with one racial demographic if that racial demographic is treating you like doo-doo. But what's sad is men tend to black men want to date and marry their racial demographic. We do. But the women have become so unapproachable and so disrespectful, you are pushing us into the arms of different communities. So let's keep going.
None of the black women tell her how her daddy's black. None of them ever say, if it wasn't for us black people, you wouldn't be where you are. They say none of this. Diane Carroll was able to do it back in the 70s and the 80s. Nobody ever had a problem with it. Diana Ross, a black Motown icon, was with nothing but white men after she fucked Berry Gordy. Nobody's ever called her a sellout. Nobody's ever said a word about her.
Yep.
The woman who y'all love to death, Maya Angelou. Y'all call her a black queen. She was married to not one but two white men.
And that's the woman who wrote the thing about, I know why the caged bird sings, and she get on TV every day talking about the black woman must understand how the black man is king, and we all must come together in the black community because I love you black people. And then she went home to a white man. But y'all didn't say nothing. Y'all didn't, the women, the sisterhood, where were you at then? How come you wasn't peeping loud then? How come you wasn't screaming then and saying, that's wrong, Maya Angelou. Your mother was black. You know, you must hate yourself. It's slavery. You don't have self-esteem. Why are you? Where'd that go? I'm gonna tell you something. You only see black women come together in unity when it comes down to attacking black men. That's the only time you really see black women coming together. The rest of the time, they're not together because they don't like each other. The only time they come together and set their differences aside is when they want to attack the black men, in my most humble opinion. All this is my humble opinion, but that's what I'm thinking. Where were you at then, black women? Where was the marches and the protests against what Maya Angelou and Diana Ross and them, all these pop icons when they was getting with white people? How come you didn't have an issue with that? But you have an issue with black men dating a Colombian, dating a Mexican, dating a Thai girl, dating a Korean, dating everyone but your ass.
Nina Simone, white men. Maya Angelou has never been told that she liked white dick. She disrespecting her black daddy. She disrespecting the black culture. So all that damn poetry you write about the black culture while sucking the white man's dick. Look all these things up. I'm not making these things up. I don't say shit you can't look up. Y'all need to, when y'all watch my show, y'all know what y'all need to do? Always be on Google. See if this nigga, ABOG nigga, always be on Google. Everything.
He said Nina Simone. I just want to stop there and say Nina Simone was with a white guy. And it's true. I looked up some of these things. These are verifiable facts. Some of the most popular, mostly admired black women have been with white men or married white men. I think Whoopi Goldberg did that too, if I'm correct. So let's think about it.
Thing I say, look it up. Somebody said, Jeff want to know, do I date white women? Jeff, that ain't none of your business. If you want to know, go to dickquest.com. Dickquest.com. Put my name in it, and you'll see where my dick been. And then you won't have to ask these questions. Y'all motherfuckers have nothing else to do with your life. No, I'm not going to pay attention to them. I'm going to go ahead and finish with my damn show because they're trying to throw me off and give me all these facts. Y'all know when I started naming these bitches, that's when they started showing up with this stupid shit.
Yep.
All right, here we go. When you have all of these women, including you have another one of the Williams sisters, she got a white man, never gets checked for it. You got the pit bull in the skirt. She got a white man, doesn't get checked for it.
Eve.
Straight out of Philly, y'all. Straight out of Philly. Swiss beats and got her some Swiss cheese. Anyway, she got a white man and not one black woman has a fucking problem with it. There's no black woman with a white man that any black woman is trying to check on earth. Name one. I ask you guys to name one black woman with a white man that black women are trying to check. Just name one. You cannot think of any black woman with a white man that gets criticized for being with a white man. No, Stacey Dash does not get criticized for being with a white man. She got criticized for being a Republican.
Yeah, that's true.
Get it right. She had been with white men before, and there was never a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody gave a fuck about what she was doing. Candace Owens does not get criticized for being with a white man. She gets criticized.
That's true. Stacey Dash and Candace Owens, they get more hell for being a Republican than they do being with white men or married to white men. That's true. But if that would have been a brother, he would have got problems all over. Now, I'm going to keep going. I just want to go ahead and expose the hypocrisy of the black woman today. My most humble opinion. How upset they get when we decide to become passport bros and date outside. Now, you can still get a black woman. You still can. When you go to another country, there are a lot of black women, but they don't have this westernized mindset that make people want to run from them.
Criticized for being a fucking Republican. Anyway, you can name all of these women, but you cannot name any of these women who had someone go at them.
Now I got that out the way because I knew I was going to get some pushback. I wanted to give you some facts right there that you can look up and verify yourself to see. We don't want to hear that. Don't tell black men that they can't go date other women and you jump on them and call them sellouts and stuff when that's what you do. And then you mad because you don't want to date outside your own race, but you don't want to treat the men right. So your dating pool is full of piss because of your attitude. So you can't get mad at black men who want something better for themselves. Or any man. I like I say, I'm all for interracial relationships. I done had Japanese and bilingual, Filipino and white, Japanese and white. I'm currently seeing a Colombian right now. And unfortunately, ladies, I got to say that when it comes to black women, I think black women are beautiful. I love black women. But here's the thing. I only see you as sexual objects now. When I see a black woman, I don't think nothing about trying to get serious with her because of all the attitude, because of the behavior, because of the baby daddies, because of the children outside of wedlock, because of the sense of entitlement, the disrespect, the confusion they can give you, the mind games they play. I just skip all that and just give you some diggling. That's all I do. I'll lead you on. But I don't want nothing to do with you now. I'm going to tell you why I said what I said. They used to say that men were the ones who was objectifying women in a sexual way. That is a BS lie. You know why? It's the women doing it now. The men ain't got nothing to do with women walking outside with leggings so tight that you can see their vagina lips when they walk. The men ain't got nothing to do with women walking outside with leggings that are so tight or so sheer that you can see their panties on, their thongs on, or lack thereof. The man has nothing to do with you coming outside with a shirt that is so sheer it shows the print of your nipples or the nipple piercings that you have on. That has nothing to do with the men. The men, nowadays, women dress outside the way that they should dress in the bedroom. Women seem like they go to a sex store, you know what I mean? Like the place where you buy lingerie and you get little, toys for your bedroom activity. It seems like they shop there and buy the outfits in there and then put them on and put on some Air Force Ones and a do-rag and walk outside in public as if that should be acceptable. So really, a lot of y'all are putting yourselves out there as sexual objects. And another thing, your heroes are whores. Your heroes, your heroines are whores. When I say that, I mean the reality TV show women that you admire, that you can't wait to see the next time they come on TV or stream. They dress like whores too. Their breasts hanging out. They're dressing provocative clothing, and that's how you want to dress. I'm not saying that there are not no black women out there who don't dress like that, who does not dress conservatively, because they are. You got women in politics. You got women in law. You got women in the medicine profession who does. But those are not the women that you women today emulate. You skip all over the women who dress as if they have morals or if they are wholesome. You decide to dress like the whores. The ones who are popular to black women today, in my most humble opinion, are the whores. You got your Megan Thee Stallion, you got your Glorilla, you got your Sexy Reds. Y'all emulate that trash over a woman who is carrying herself with decency and character. So it's not the men who are making you into sex objects now. It is truly you. It's yourselves who doing that now. So get off our nuts about that, please. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. Now I'm gonna put a clip of some black women who also gonna tell you why black men are choosing to be with white women or other women of different colors. And she's right. Let's get it.
You see more like black men with white women. Like a lot of successful black men go for white women.
They go lighter.
But the question is, why do you think that is? Like,
white women, they cater like better, like they're more submissive than black women.
There you go. There you go. See, a lot of you black women out there, in my most humble opinion, want to act as if you don't know what the hell is going on. You know what's going on. You know that other women from different ethnic groups, different cultural backgrounds treat black men better than you because they want to be submissive, because they want to be cooperative with the black man. They want to rub his back. They want to say, how you been today? They want to feed him that favorite food that he likes to eat. They want to go in the kitchen and cook for him. You know why. This woman told you she knows why. And the one thing I want to shoot down is the fact that they always say when a man becomes successful, then he go hunting a white woman. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That is just a way of deflection. So are you saying that men who don't have money, don't have any interest in white women or any other women of any type of nationality whatsoever? No, that's a negative narrative that is not true. If you would get your attitude right, men would be chasing you.
Like better, like they're more submissive than black women. Black women, they talk back. That's one thing. Like black women, we talk back. We talk back. Like we don't listen. We're not as submissive as a white woman. Like
men want peace.
You talk back. You won't listen. You would find stuff on Facebook and they put little silly immature post up saying like, I talk back. I talk shit. I don't listen, but I'll F the hell out of you. Something like that. It'd be something around that term, man. And you're proud of that. Sad.
The stigma of black women being like more masculine than other groups of women, not physically, but obviously how you
they wear the pants. They feel like they wear the pants.
Because it's that combative
But that
nature.
also comes into how we're raised.
That's cool, but a guy that made it.
That's true. A lot of these mustard back heifers was raised to be a mustard back heifer from their mother, who might have been a mustard back heifer, or their aunties who was a mustard back heifer, or her circle of friends who were nothing more but mustard back heifers. In other words, they were just women with bad attitude.
A guy that's successful, a guy that made it, came out the hood, he not trying to argue with or have a shorty be combative with him all the time. Like maybe he wants somebody submissive, somebody more friendly, feminine, fit.
And why is this such a difficult thing to understand? It's not difficult to understand. They know exactly what you mean. They just don't want to do it. Let's get down to the truth of it. They are not treating you nicely because they don't want to. They don't think you deserve it. Now, what's so crazy about them, they claim that women who are white or women who, of any other ethnic group are just pushovers for black men. That ain't true. Some of them women will stand up to you too. That's a lie. Okay? Y'all say all this trash, but when you get with a man of a different ethnic group, you damn near fall over yourself for him. You treat him the way that you should treat us. You treat him with respect. You humble to him. You cook his favorite meal. You make him feel like a king. You speak words of affirmation to that man of a different race. But when it comes to your own, you crap on us. Think about it. Let me see if I can. Now, this is going to be a small clip. It's hard to see it, but you can understand the words. I'm sorry about that. I nothing I could do about that.
You know, speaking to like the comparison of like black women and how they are raised versus Latinx women, you want to be treated nice. Like as a man, you want your wife to like cook you a nice meal and share in the bond that comes with that, right? So, yeah, if you're gonna be met by a girl who has a lot of attitude and is like, no, I'm not cooking for you, you can cook for yourself. Like, why would you want that?
She hit the nail on the head. She hit the nail on the head. A man work 8 hours, 10 hours, 15 hours, 16 hours. He come home, he hungry. He asks his woman, first off, the food should already be cooked if you're at the house before him anyway. You should already have something for that man to eat anyway. But if you don't, and he asks you to go ahead and cook him something to eat, you say, get up your butt and do it yourself. Get off your butt and do it yourself. Or you say something, your mama don't live here. Damn shame.
White women go to college to find a man. Black women go to college to prove they don't need one. Our mothers failed you because your mothers are actively your competition. This is why you see women who are in their 20s partying with their daughters in their 30s and 40s. I'm sorry, on Instagram, you can have this woman and this woman. You got mother-daughter competing because if your mama ain't married, she's still dating. And if you are 25 and your mother is 41, y'all are likely looking at the same kind of men.
Exactly, and I can't stand that. I can't stand when I see a mother on Instagram or any type of social media site doing the same thing that their child doing. There's supposed to be a line between mothers and daughters, man. Y'all act like that's your best friend and stuff. Now, y'all grinding on the same men in the club, looking just as nasty and whorish as you possibly can be, dressed just as provocatively as you possibly can think of. You up there popping and twerking with your daughters popping and twerking with your mother. That's the most nastiest stuff on the planet, man. I'm just being honest with you. Take it or leave it.
One of my close friends, he's dating a white girl now, and now black girl's like, "Why are you dating a white girl?" And he told everyone. He said, "Because the black girls keep rejecting me." It's exactly what he says. It's just the truth. It sucks, but it's life.
I know. Is he spending money?
Thank you. See, that's the problem. That's not a problem.
No, that's what I'm saying.
So,
this man told them the reason why one of his friends decided to date only white women because black women are rejecting him, and the first thing that came out this mustard back heifer's mouth is he spending money. You see, that's the reason why you're not being chose. See, I don't understand how you cannot see, and how come you can't see that it's your attitude, your mindsets is what turns men off. The first thing you can think of as to why a man would go to, that's dumb. That is really freaking stupid. Let's keep going.
Because if he's not spending money, of course the corny guy gonna be rejected.
That's not the case.
That is the case.
Your friend talking about he dating a white girl because the black girls rejected him. He does not need to be with that white girl because that white girl deserves better.
There you go.
Because he.
Listen to this stank attitude. See, look at her face on the screen. Look how mad and twisted, like she been sucking on sour lemons. Look at it. Your friend saying he don't date black women. He said now she mad to the point where she said the white woman shouldn't mess with him either because she deserves better. Think about how you view black men.
He truly loves that white girl. That's why he's with her. Not because these black I don't respect men like that. I love interracial.
You don't respect men like that. You don't respect men at all.
Love, I love all that, but the audacity to say that you're with this woman because your own race of women aren't for you. There are billions of beautiful black women in this world. So he done dated 6, and he done pushed up on these random hood rats in a strip club. 0. He pushed up on these random hood rats in a strip club. Now he done with his own people.
Now I want you to understand how women deflect and create absurd scenarios. She don't know this man. And she went to the worst case scenario. She said the reason why this man feels this way because he's only dated 6 black women in his entire life. And the ones that he dated apparently came out the strip club and was hood rats. No, that ain't what it is. You can go to Walmart, you can go any place and anywhere, and you'll see this. How this woman acting right here, this nasty ass attitude. You see this anywhere, and this would turn all men off of every ethnic group. She just bitter and mad that one of us escaped. That's all it is. Oh man, he escaped. We can't torment him. We can't put on child support. We can't hustle him. We can't get him. We can't make him buy shit we don't really need. That's what she's mad about.
Real life, that is goes through.
It's not wrong. This is 2020.
Got done that. Yeah,
you are gonna get rejected.
And has never had a woman.
Why
because
though?
They keep rejecting him.
But here's the thing.
Even with the black
other things, we're not talking about. Okay, maybe he's not spending money, and that takes out this chunk of black women for him. But you know what? Maybe he's too short, and that takes out this chunk of black women for him. Maybe he's ugly.
Okay.
And
Listen to her. Listen to her now. This is the strong black queen. Talking about maybe he wasn't spending money. Maybe he's too short. Maybe he ugly. I mean, look at all the worst case scenarios here. With her fake hair, her fake eyelashes, her fake, what is that, contact lens? Man, come on, man.
Black women for him. But you know what? Maybe he's too short, and that takes out this chunk of black women for him. Maybe he's ugly, and I wouldn't talk to the motherfucker.
So
maybe it's his personality when he dates women is different than when he's your friend, so you don't know that side of him, and these he ain't got no game to pull him. It's
Thank you.
But he's a good dude.
Thank you.
You being a good dude does not entitle you to no my boy.
You heard that? You being a good dude, a good person, does not entitle you to any Vajayjay. So, and she got a point. You know why? Because a lot of women like her are not looking for good dudes or good men. They're looking for Pookies, Ray Ray, and Nook Nooks, people who's going to do them dirty. And because you are not a good dude, then that would entitle you to some of their Vajayjay nowadays.
You being a good dude does not entitle you to no my boy.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
being a good man, I hope that you find a woman. But if you're not, either you're looking in the wrong spot or you are lacking somewhere that maybe you need to work on, and maybe you're not self-aware. Maybe you're not self-aware.
Self-aware of what, bitch? I mean, I'm sorry. This is going to be one of them episodes where I cut loose a little bit more. I'm going to give me a Patreon or something like that, because I really hold back on the things I want to say to y'all. I really do. But self-aware of what? For a man to know that he's being rejected by women, it doesn't. One of the women said corny or cornball. It doesn't mean that he's a cornball. In the black woman's mind today, being a cornball simply means that you're predictable, routine, and have a healthy view of life. Every relationship where a woman says that she's bored, she is in a healthy relationship. I'm telling you. What do I mean? When she is in a when a black woman is in a toxic relationship with a Pookie, Ray Ray, Nook Nook, or, one of those type of relationships, you never really hear about them complaining about being bored. You know what I'm saying? They are willing to stay in those relationships longer, them toxic relationships where they're not bored, than to be with a man who is a good dude and provide a healthy environment to where, there's no chaos, so it's peace. So that's why they bored. They are bored because there's just too much peace in a healthy relationship. Think about it. How many women have you talked to or heard or seen on these podcasts where they said they was bored, and when they quiz them about their men, it turns out that they had decent men. And then when you find these women who lead the Pookie and Ray Rays and stuff, and these same podcasts and content creators, they seem to stay longer with those men, or they return back to those men. They never complain about it being boring, because today's modern day black women loves chaos. They gotta have it like water. They gotta have trouble and problems and stuff. If you can give that to them, if you can make them feel afraid, if you can make them feel uncertainty, if you can make them feel like they on shaky ground, then they love you for that. That's exciting. Well, I said what I said. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Thank you.